Sunday, March the 22nd. It's Mother's Day in the UK, so I just got off the phone to my mum. And this is day 5 of my quarantine, but on a different level, it's day 1. I'm now in Rawson, which is the capital of Djibouti. Last night, getting ready for bed, the police came and got me, probably in response to that news item that there was going to be a national quarantine, mandatory quarantine. They made me pack up. Well, I don't say made me. They asked me to pack up and waited while I packed up the tent in the dark. Always more of a challenge in the dark. And went down to the police station, got some details taken, signed a form, which I need to reread because I wasn't really concentrating last night. And then I was originally going to follow on the bike. The instruction was to follow on the bike 60 kilometres to Rawson, eastwards, and not a place I like really. Been there once, and go to a sports centre there. I had it in my mind it was a big basketball court, sports hall with camp beds, but no, it's like a hostel really. I picked the bed near the window. There's 5 other beds here, 2 showers and toilet with a bidet and a full toilet roll to myself. Settled in, gone midnight by the time all that palaver, and just wait it out basically, which was what I was thinking. The journey over in the car, halfway along, turned down a gravel lane. 3 police officers with guns. They didn't say why they were doing that, so just left my imagination to work it out for itself. Stopped at a house down there. One of the officers got out. She'd finished her shift and just been dropped off. Went back to the road. So, nice bit of drama going on in my head with that. And then onto Rawson. The only people I saw were police officers, mainly at checkpoints, and nothing in the streets. Unusual for a Saturday night. There's usually people out and about. Saw 1 car that wasn't a police car. And that was it. In an hour's journey, pretty much. So made myself comfortable in here. Got 15 days. Okay, I keep trying to make a video and then there's a knock at the door. Each time I go out, I keep forgetting to put my mask on, so I put it on the door handle, Makes me look like I don't care or something, or I'm a bit slack with my hygiene. That last knock, it was, this was made locally, and this was salvaged from the camping site, camping municipal. I just threw all the food and things in a box, and I've got a bag somewhere else, and that's all I've got. I've got no clothes really. It's just all the food I bought. So I'm going to have lunch and then carry on recording, and then cobble together a video out of loads of little ones. Just finished lunch, started another video, and then another knock at the door, and got some fruit. So keeping me pretty busy. Each time I try and do a video, there's a knock at the door, so I just piece together the ones that I made, try and make a intelligible video. The latest I heard from the last conversation was, I had to establish that I was a traveller. I didn't have an address here, and I've not really got one back home either. And as soon as they got the picture of what I was doing, travelling around on a motorbike, they said I had 2 choices. I could go back to the UK or Buenos Aires. No, I don't want to go back to the UK. Probably worse than here. Buenos Aires, I don't really want to, but that was the option I picked for that. And then someone down the hall, I think there's another quarantine guy, he said, I can translate for you. He had a bit of a conversation, and it came up with three options. The third option being go to Dolavon, I've been pronouncing it wrong. Dolavon is Dolavon is Spanish. And to the Camping Municipal. Go back to where I came from and just stay there. Make sure I don't move. Now that's my number one choice. Go back there. I'm pretty happy there, and I can stay there for long term. One of the things I was going to talk about was how to handle fear, because I've got a pretty good handle on that for myself. I kind of do it in my own way. I don't know if it's universal, but I'll talk about that another time, maybe tomorrow or maybe the next day when things settle down a bit. That's enough for one day. It's like day one here, just seeing how things pan out. There's a lot of activity outside and get looked after with the food and things. Duplicate details being taken down, numerous groups of policemen. So keeping busy. Until tomorrow.